and there on my hand I was swatching it. It's not poop. Hi YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. Giving you a big hug. Or if this is your first time meeting me, hi, I'm Julia, nice to meet you. I'm one of those weird people where I like to hug you when I first meet you. But I have not done a foundation review in forever. I'm really sorry guys. I don't know, I almost kind of forgot about them and I'm not sure if you guys like them or not. So really quick, if you want me to continue doing foundation reviews, hit that thumbs up button, that lets me know, and also comment down below what foundation you would like me to review. One that I keep seeing that I'm so intrigued by is Pretty Vulgar's Lava Foundation. I don't know, ever since Tati reviewed it, I'm like so intrigued. So if you want me to review that one, comment it down below, or if you want me to review a different one, comment whatever foundation you would like me to review. But today we're reviewing Thrive Causemetics Buildable Blur CC Cream. Oh, and I will leave my foundation review playlist down below for you in the videos mentioned part, and then I'll link my most recent one up in the square up above. But I was so intrigued when this came out. I actually bought this a while ago and I kind of forgot about it, and I was like, oh, I should review this, because what's cool is Thrive Causemetics is a vegan, paraben and sulfate free, cruelty free brand, and I guess the owner of the company actually started the company in honor of her friend actually died of cancer, and so she was like, I'm gonna start this makeup company. And what's cool is for every product you buy, they donate a product to different charity funds, which is really, really cool. I love brands that have good ethics. So a little bit about this product, I'm reading on my little notepad here. It's $38, which it does come with 1 ounce. It kind of reminds me of the Causemetics CC cream. I don't know, it's just very similar, and this is one of my favorite foundations. Even though it's a CC cream, I love this thing. This one's SPF 50, this one is SPF 35, which I've been trying to use more foundations with SPF because they're just more and more things are coming out that is the best way to fight aging on your skin, is protect it from the sun. Anyways, $38, I feel like, I don't remember how much the It Cosmetics is. I think it's around there. Kind of expensive, definitely not drugstore price, but you get really good ingredients in this, which if you're an OG member of my YouTube family, you know how much I love putting makeup on my skin that is good for my skin. So anyways, it says this is a multitasking color correcting cream that blurs, diffuses skin imperfections with buildable, sheer to full coverage, broad spectrum SPF 35 protection, powered by Blur Effect technology. It has color adjusting micropigments and vitamin C, which is nice. Like I said, I love foundations. If I'm gonna be wearing it on my skin all day, I want it to do something for my skin, you know? But it says the skin loving formula helps conceal fine lines, pores, and dark spots. It also has flaxseed extract, which helps control oil and helps to absorb it. It is oil free, which is nice if you are acne prone. Comes in a pump, which I love. I love pumps, but then I also love the tube as well. Makes it easy to travel with and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this today. I'm gonna do check-ins all day, let you know how it holds up. And at the end, I always rate my foundations on a 1 to 10. So yeah, if you're interested in how this works for me, keep watching the video. Okay, so we're gonna go in with my favorite foundation brush, which is the Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki on one side and the sponge on the other. This says for sheer coverage, apply 1 pump. For full coverage, apply 2 to 3 pumps. So let's start with 1 pump and see what the sheer coverage looks like. And for reference, I got mine in the shade Fair Light. That's what it looks like. And dot this over. Ooh, this looks really light. I almost feel like it has a white cast to it. I don't know if it's the SPF in there. And it smells like sunscreen. And I will say, guys, my skin right now is, I don't know. It's in a weird stage. I wouldn't say that my skin is like in a great place, but I won't say my skin's bad. One thing recently, my pores have been huge, so I don't know what that is. I am trying some new products out, but I like to kind of tell you guys what my skin condition is when I do these foundation reviews, because I feel like what your skin looks like underneath will really affect what the makeup you put over top of it looks like. If you're into skincare, I have a whole skincare playlist. I've done skincare reviews on Tatcha and Pixie. I'll link my playlist up here if you want, and down below in the videos mentioned. So I honestly don't see too big of a difference between the brush side and the sponge side. Maybe a little bit more coverage on my cheek area with the brush. I don't know, I'm someone who I usually just like to use a brush, so we'll go in with our second layer with the brush. But yeah, I would say right now this is light coverage. You can still see like my redness a little bit, but it did kind of even out my skin tone. I feel like how it is right now, it would be really nice for a no makeup look. Let's go in with that second layer, and just for reference, I didn't even use that full pump. So I feel like this foundation does a decent job of stretching, meaning you can cover your face with not a lot of product. So let's go in with a second layer and we'll see how that does. The smell of this just smells like vacation to me because it smells like sunscreen. I mean, I don't know why I associate the smell of sunscreen with going on vacation. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I think the finish is really, really pretty. It does kind of give a little bit of a dewy finish, but it's not like greasy. It's kind of just like that healthy glow. I don't know, I really like the finish. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I would definitely say, even with the 2 layers, that it's a medium coverage. This area here, even the fullest coverage foundation doesn't really cover up my redness here. I have to put concealer. But yeah, even in areas over here, you can still kind of see through, which I don't really mind. I am gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup, and then we'll check in natural light. I feel like I always say this in all my reviews, but under my studio lighting, every foundation looks beautiful. So I'll put on the rest of my makeup, we'll check in natural lighting, and talk some more then. Okay, so here is the rest of my makeup. I went for a natural look today. I always do this in my foundation reviews. I'll tell you guys what other products I used on my face. So for concealer, I used my go-to Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. To set my face, I did go ahead and set my whole face. I used the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Pressed Powder. For my bronzer, I used the Raw Beauty Mocha Blush. I used a lot of these Raw Beauty products today because I am testing them out. If you have not seen my quitting YouTube video, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm actually just going to be a live host with a shopping app called Gravy. So if you want to know more about that, I'll link the video up here and down below. I'll also link my Gravy account in this video too if you want to check it out. But basically, this is one of the brands that I'm going to be featuring. Ooh, Jessie just got home with the dogs and some burritos. We take our dogs for rides. But anyways, if you want to know more about these products and this brand, and if you want to get a good deal on these products, which they're already really cheap as it is, follow me on Gravy, and then you'll be notified of when I'm doing the shopping party for these products. But anyways, I use that for my bronzer. I used the light rose blush for my blush. Highlighter, I used the Thrive Causemetics Brilliant Eye Brightener. I actually love using this as a highlighter, and because the brand is paraben, sulfate free, all that good stuff, it doesn't bother my skin. Eyebrows, I used my BH Cosmetics HD Brow Powder in the shade Blonde, and then I put the NYX Control Freak Clear Brow Gel over top. My favorite. For eyes, I used that bronzing shade, and then over top I used Raw Beauty's Dusty Rose Eye Candy Pigment. It's actually really, really pretty. This is what it looks like in the pan. It's like a foil shade. For mascara, I used my favorite combo when I'm not wearing fake lashes, the Maybelline Mega Plush Waterproof Mascara along with the e.l.f. Lash Extending Mascara. And lips, I used the Raw Beauty Lip Balm in the shade Light Rose. But let's talk the foundation. I'm like in front of my window, but I don't want to get too much light. It is really pretty, you guys, I have to say, especially for a CC cream. I don't know, as of right now, it's pretty decent coverage. Like I said, about medium, which is good for a CC cream. And it mentioned how it has that like blur color matching technology. When I first put it on, you guys saw it was kind of white, and it did kind of morph to my skin color, which is really cool. The finish is really nice. I did set it in my oily areas and where I put concealer, but I don't know, I'm really liking it. You can still see some of my acne scarring. I know they say it's blurring. It did blur out some of my pores, which I mentioned my pores have been big, but yeah, overall I think it's really, really pretty. We'll see how it holds up. I will check in about 4 hours, and then we'll do like an 8, maybe 10-hour check-in. Okay, so I kind of missed the 4-hour check-in. This is gonna be a 5-hour check-in. We are on our way to a birthday party. So it has started to break up. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh yeah, you can. But it's like moving around on my face. It's breaking up a little bit. I'm looking pretty greasy. So since we are going somewhere, I did bring just a dry beauty blender, and I'm gonna see if I can kind of fix this a little bit. Wanna say hi to Penny Poo Poo? See if I can get you to see her in the mirror. Oh, say hello to baby. So it looks a little better, but I'm like looking in the mirror in the car. I don't know if you can see, but right here it just does not look so good in my, yeah, you don't think it looks good either, Penny? But in my smile lines, it's really kind of breaking up. I feel like it's accentuating my mini little crow's feet I have there, so it's not looking the greatest. Granted, most foundations, after I wear them for a couple hours, like I have to blot because I'm just so oily in my T-zone, but we'll see how it holds up through the rest of the night, and I will check back in. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be talking a little quiet because I did just get Penelope down for bed, but the foundation has been on for 10 hours now, and honestly it doesn't look that much worse than it did at the 5-hour check-in. I mean, it's still separating here a little bit. I don't know, if anything, I feel like it got better. I will say I almost forgot to do this check-in, and I just like rubbed my face like this, and then I was telling Jesse, shoot, I forgot to do the last check-in. So I don't know if rubbing my face helped with the oils, but it really doesn't look that much worse than it did 5 hours ago. So final thoughts. I think for a CC cream, it has decent coverage. I like that it has good ingredients. I like that it has some SPF in it. I really liked how it looked for the first, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours, and then it did start breaking up. But it's not one of those foundations that it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse throughout the day. Cause I mean, it literally looks the same now than it did 5 hours ago. Really weird. Is it my favorite foundation ever? No. I feel like I like my Causemetics CC cream better, but this one is not bad. I feel like the issues I had with this, you know, like it getting greasy, it settling a little bit. Honestly, I've never found a foundation that looks perfect after 5 hours. You know, I've found some that come close, but anyways, I'm curious to see how this would perform throughout the day if you just did a layer, like if you strictly use this as like a tinted moisturizer, not really as a foundation. I feel like how I used it today is like a foundation. I wanted coverage, so I'm wondering if that's why maybe it settled and it got a little bunched up, you know. I don't know. I feel like I want to play around a little more with this foundation, but overall, let's see, rating time. I would rate it a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good, not bad. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's like an 8 or 9. I don't think I'll ever honestly find a foundation that I can honestly say is a 10. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm kind of rambling now. Sorry guys, I'm so tired. I'm like, ugh. But thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully this review helped. Like I said, like this video if you want me to continue doing foundation reviews, if it's something that you guys find helpful and you like watching. And like I said in the beginning, comment down below what foundation you would like for me to review next. Hit that subscribe button and I will catch you guys in my next video.